going to make spiced apple bread pudding. It's a very traditional British pudding, ordinarily made with lots of egg, cream and milk. Today I'm going to show you a much healthier version, but it is still packed full of wonderful flavours. So we're going to start with making our dish non-stick by just using a little bit of sunflower oil to grease the dish. And here are our 3 slices of wholemeal bread. Using the bread reduces the fat. Sometimes, you know, this can be used with pastry, but it keeps the fat content down using the wholemeal bread. So, using our unsaturated low-fat sunflower spread, we're going to lightly spread it on each of the slices of bread, and then each of those slices are going to have a smattering of apricot jam. You can actually use fine shredded marmalade if you're not a fan of apricot jam. This is a reduced sugar jam also. Now we're going to cut and then we're going to line the bottom of the dish with half of the triangles. Now this dish is so filling and so much better for you than a lot of the pastry-based puddings that you can have. And of course what we're trying to do here is reduce the fat content. Now we're going to set these slices aside just for a few moments because they will come into the recipe a little later on. Right, so here we have our prepared eating apple. And in this little dish here, I've got half a teaspoon of ground mixed spice. Now, ground mixed spice is very similar to allspice. So I'm going to just pop that in with my apple. And I'm going to just use half of my 25 grams of soft brown sugar. This gives a beautiful flavour to the dish. Much better than just using an unrefined caster sugar, for instance. So we're just going to mix that together so it's evenly coated with the brown sugar and the mixed spice. Add the apple. The remaining bread we're going to place over the top. In another bowl, we're going to crack our free-range egg. And pour in our 300 ml of semi-skimmed milk. Remember, using the semi-skimmed milk is getting rid of all that fat that we don't need. So we whisk up the two together. We're just going to pour very gently the liquid over our dish. And we're going to set that aside for about 30 minutes so that it has a chance to absorb the liquid and fluff up. If you can remember, we had some lovely brown soft sugar remaining, so I'm going to sprinkle that over. And then we're going to place it in a preheated oven, 180C, which is a 160 fan, gas mark 4, for about 35 to 45 minutes. And there we have it, our healthy, tasty, spiced apple bread pudding.